So, this is the finished model. Not too shabby. Missing the button. So really it's not finished. I have ways of putting the button in. This is pretty much what it's like when it's finished. And what I think I missed showing was, well, actually I'll show the whole. I missed the, I still haven't put in the ports and possibly an optional USB or two. But or a camera. I might actually throw a little camera in there. But you never know, like what I could do next. But I might add some features to it. Not that great. Like good for the first time, but not the greatest iPad I've ever seen. Like not the really seen one yet. But it's kind of neat. And then there's you can. What's good is if you're a designer or you're an engineer or you create software of any kind, interaction designer, and you don't know what to do because the simulator's okay, but you want to, paper test or put it in their hands, and there's some kind of thing that, for whatever reason, has to do with the thing and the software, and you want to feel the thing and see the thing and all that. The reactions of people are pretty realistic as the device gets more real. So what you can do is make this, and then you can take off the layers, right? Like this still isn't solidified in here. This is just the crappy paper that you get from if you ever go to a Kinko's in the middle of the night and you're trying to put together a spiral bound document. They give you this black paper / shiny, almost. It's like not even. It's interesting. It's like there's leather and then there's a faux leather that was made of vinyl to use in books, and then there's this sort of halfway paper type thing that looks like faux vinyl. It doesn't actually look like faux leather. Anyway. So that's what this is. You could get better. I'm sure you could get the same thickness of maybe an acrylic, a black acrylic, or some kind of almost like a black acetate would be amazing. Cut a hole in it, put in a sort of an upside down, I don't know, like a button or something, and make it look nice. But below this, what you can do also is this paper is not actually stuck on either, so I've tacked it in two spots here and here. But what you can do is do this and somehow figure out a way to slide in a piece of paper, change the interface, give it back to them, or whatever. You want it to be quicker with a paper prototype, but for whatever reason, for a video or for something that you want it to be slightly more visceral, you could do that by changing the actual picture in the back. So it's not bad. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. I was going to actually hinge it and make it sort of a flip-up thing where you can just drop the paper in and then hinge it back down. There's probably ways to do that. Other thing that it's missing is if you look at the edge, this is just a sharp edge. The edge is very thin. It's just the thickness of the paper that I wrapped around the corner, and then as you get to the corners, it's still a bit ugly. A little bit ugly because there's some details that really are hard to get just by hand and by wetting the corners, etc. But overall, it could evolve, but it's not so bad right now. Yeah, that's all for now. Oh yeah, check out the research that we did after. Apologize for the song playing right now. Didn't realize. There could be other things that it's used for, but I've got a couple shots of my buddy and other people I met tonight. I went to an art gallery tonight. Actually, it was kind of interesting because there's all these art pieces on the wall, and I met some good friends, and then I had this in a Black & Decker bag, which is kind of funny. Just walking around with a Black & Decker bag, and it just fits nicely. This is actually for my drill. Fit nicely. But yeah, I was walking around and showed him this in the bag, and it was pretty funny, like flashing an iPad around in an art gallery. There's a couple people like, oh, and it makes it art now because they realized that it was fake, but it's funny. But yeah, so there's other stuff you can do with it.